What's up, people? Yeah, so sorry I didn't make a video yesterday because I was in shock. Now I want to welcome everybody that's new to the program, and there's one thing that's been true about the program since its inception. If you watch long enough, if you watch day to day, there's magic that I possess. Yeah. Touch a keyboard, suddenly I lose money, profits for you, yippee-ki-yay. So we're talking about EXM, okay? First of all, it's 7:15 in the morning. I was at the Yankee game till about 4. We were screaming and yelling. I don't even know how I'm up right now. You know I'm going to be home alone with the kids. And yesterday, I pretty much cleared out all my portfolio. So right now, I'm actually losing it. I have no comprehension of what's going on right now. And all I see before me is colors, okay? What's happening? I thought I've seen it all when we first got started with the Zolt. Remember I was joking around, maybe you should give those nickel dime options a shot, and they went to $3 that next day. That was pretty impressive. Every $50 you put out, you made $3,000. So now we're talking about EXM. Now some people might think I come on this show every day, and I just rant and rave about stuff, and I'm making it up. This has all been true, sad, but true, okay? How do I keep doing it? Because eventually I'm going to have to run out of money. Now here's the thing. A lot of times I would make money on a trade, and then I would tell you guys to get into it, and then it would keep going, making me aggravated, but at the same point, at least I was making money to keep this thing going. Now since March 20th, I think it is, I haven't made a dime, plus I got back into Doral and absolutely fucking destroyed that stock. But now let's talk about the EXM. Now if you were in the chat room, because this thing doesn't exist without the chat room right now. The whole reason I built the website is for the chat room to get this thing a little bit more interactive so you can see the fucking magistry that I possess, the awfulness on a daily basis, what happens to me. The EXM. I was telling you, I'm like, you know what? The stock was going well for me for there. I was in it last quarter when the earnings came out. I made 3 or 4 points on that pop. But then I got back into the stock, and then it rallied back up to 33. I took a little bit of profit again, and then I got back into the stock one more time at $30. And then you know what? I was like, you know what? I'm not going to give it 3 times a shot. They have that deal with QMAR, if you know about that. There's a merger in the works. So I didn't know. And we had a week left to go on the options, okay? A week left to go, and I'm sitting there with $30 calls, and I'm sitting there with the stock. First thing I did is sold the stock at $29.11. I was in the chat room. I was like, this is a good time to get in. This is a good time to get in at $29.11, all right? Because I was completely out of the stock. Bing, bing, bing. That's a hit the bid trade right there. Completely out of the stock. You got to get into it because this was a stock that I liked. And you want to know why I sold out of it? Because I'm getting my ass kicked in that Doral, and I'm running out of money. So I couldn't take any more losses. And I was in at 30. I had to take the loss at $29.11. Blah, blah, blah. Then I've got the $30 calls, which I'm thinking, we got a week to go. They're probably going to keep this thing under 30 just to screw me. And what do you know? The stock goes up 7 points. I think it hit 28.85. Made me feel good about selling it for about 15 minutes. And then it goes up 6-7 points yesterday. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Now let me ask you a question. You're out there, okay, and you're paying money for subscriptions to websites, listening to this guy, paying your broker, and I'm doing this all for free. So right now I'm asking you, I've never asked for money before, but please, I need donations because I'm running out. If this all is coming to a fucking tragic end right now, okay? Because there's no possible way I can do it anymore because now every trade I do is a loss, and it only gets good for the people that are doing the opposite of what I do. So it's like, there's a point where it has to end. So please, if you find it in the cuckles of your heart, in the bottom of your heart, just please, why don't you buy a t-shirt and send me some extra cash? Or just, I don't know, come to my house, buy me a beverage or something, or let's go out for dinner. Because I really am running out of money at this point. And it's not fun, okay? And to have the EXM do that, that was a life-changing trade. Do you understand? I had 3,000 shares left at 30 bucks, and I had 100 calls. Come on now. That's 13,000 shares, and the stock went up 6 points pretty much the day after I sold out of it. Are you mad? And I was in the chat room, but that's only the tip of the iceberg. And as I said, apparently these videos aren't good enough, okay, to keeping a track record. because I know you guys on Wall Street, maybe you don't trust me, but now I'm going to document them. I'll put them in a newsletter for you like everybody else does. Let's start the newsletter with Sierra Wireless. I was telling you how it was getting taken down in sympathy because of Novotel. I said, why don't you give Sierra Wireless a shot here at $17.30? It looks like it's going green. What do you know? The stock's hit 19 yesterday. Blah, 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 blah. So then I was telling you how I like Broadcom at $20, but because of the Doral, I couldn't take any more Broadcom on at $20, so I'm not going to buy it here at 20. Maybe give those $20 a call. Now this is all in the chat room. This is all in the chat room. You got to be in there. You got to be in the chat room. What happened to Broadcom? I think it was sitting at 22 after the numbers came out. Now, also on the show, what else did we talk about? So on the AFFX stock, that was down 50% there on Monday or whatever the hell day it was. I said, looks like it's getting a little bit of a bottom here at $10.25. You might want to get in. Wait a second, did that hit $11.25 the next day? So, right there, if you were paying a subscription to the HitTheBid.net program, if you were paying a subscription, in one day, you paid for the entire year. One day. One day. You could have paid for 50,000 years on the EXF trade. Imagine you would have bought those $35 calls, those $30 calls at 35 cents. And they closed it, I think they hit $6 yesterday. So for every $350 you laid out, you would have made $6,000. Does that pay for a subscription and a t-shirt? I think it does. So, it's over. It's over.